Hi, everyone, and thanks for joining me today. My name is Scott Immel. I'm a principal consultant here at Veeva. And today we're going to talk about Vault Safety Docs and managing your PV agreements, your safety data exchange agreements, business agreements, and hopefully much more. As you can see, I've logged into our web-based system, Vault Safety Docs, and immediately navigated toward the library where we can see a list of documents. Now, before we get started with the topic at hand, I want to explain that Vault Safety Docs is really here to manage all your safety-related documents. Things like writing aggregates from beginning to end, areas like risk mitigation, REMS, RMPs, things of that nature, as well as maybe the pharmacovigilance system master file, and our topic at hand today, PVAs, SDEAs, and so forth. To navigate toward that related information, I'm just going to click on this particular view. Now, a user can sort of sort and search by this area at the top here, as well as filters and criteria to navigate toward the documents of interest to them based on their security and rights in the system. As you can see, I've got a slew of documents, realistically any file types, different versions of documents. And as you notice, besides the documents at hand, I have something here called a binder. A binder is a virtual collection of documents. So as I expand this out, I might have many different documents while I'm doing business with maybe a certain partner, for example. And in this particular example, as you can see, I've got PVAs, SDAs, and many other kinds of documents. And if I click on one here, you can see in this particular agreement, it's navigating through the workflow. It's now in the approved state. It's gone through draft and review where people and users and groups are simultaneously collaborating. They're even creating things like annotations. These are comments in the margin about maybe certain information they find erroneous that needs to be brought to someone's attention. They'll receive an immediate notification that they've been alerted about a comment in the document. And on the far right, every document has things like classifications where we say, okay, this is a PV agreement. And that means it will travel down this workflow. And eventually, you'll even have stages of workflow like maintain and terminate. What that means is that as we're collecting some additional configured metadata down here, we can stipulate what's the start date and the end date of the contract. Who is it with, right? What kind of agreement is it? And as it approaches that end date, basically it could warn you in maybe 30 days or 45 days in advance that this agreement is about to end or expire. What do you want to do as you maintain this contractual agreement? Do you wish to re-up it for another term of, let's say, 6 months to a year, for example, or do you wish to terminate it? So within this system, we're capturing a lot of great information around workflow and timeliness and deadlines and other extraneous information. All of that could be rolled up in the dashboards and reports that are built in or point and click configurable that allow you to understand the nature of all the documents and safety that you're working on, like what kind of agreements on which products. How are we doing in terms of the different agreement types? Weekly, monthly, quarterly reports, right? Are the documents themselves majority in draft or other workflow stages? What's about to be terminated? So a lot of that information, it then gives you a dashboard that gives you that 30,000 level foot view to stay on top of things. If you like what you heard today, please reach out to your local Veeva representative or catch us at veeva.com/safety. Thanks for your time. Bye-bye.